How do strikeout rates affect power efficiency in baseball? Imagine watching a game where a batter swings hard every time, striking out often but also smashing home runs when he connects. That's the balance we're exploring today. Strikeout rates influence power efficiency by creating a trade-off between hitting the ball hard and making outs. Power efficiency measures how well a hitter turns their chances into extra base hits and home runs compared to their total plate appearances. When a player strikes out a lot, it means many at-bats end without putting the ball in play, which lowers traditional batting stats like batting average and on-base percentage. High strikeout rates cut down on the number of balls in play, which means fewer chances for hits and runs batted in. If a player strikes out often but hits a lot of home runs or doubles, they can still be valuable because their power makes up for the outs. Think of a slugger who swings aggressively, often missing but also often hitting the ball with great force. Teams are willing to accept higher strikeout totals if the player's slugging percentage and isolated power stay high. Isolated power measures the difference between a player's total bases and hits, showing how much extra base power they generate. When combined with strikeout rate, it helps us see if a player is truly power efficient. Advanced stats like weighted on-base average and weighted runs created plus combined strikeout rates with power metrics. These stats give a clearer picture of a player's offensive value by balancing the negatives of strikeouts with the positives of extra base hits and run production. They help us understand whether a player's power output justifies the strikeout frequency. In real terms, teams often accept players with higher strikeout rates if they produce enough power to drive in runs. Power hitters tend to swing more aggressively, which increases strikeouts but also boosts their chances of hitting home runs or doubles. This means evaluating a player's power numbers without considering strikeouts can be misleading. When we look at power and run production together with strikeout rates, we get a more accurate view of a player's true offensive impact. A player who strikes out a lot but hits for high slugging percentage and RBIs might be considered efficient in terms of power. Conversely, a player who strikes out often without producing power isn't adding as much value. So, in the end, strikeout rates affect power efficiency by limiting contact opportunities, but they can be offset by strong power numbers when contact is made. Using metrics that combine these elements helps us see the full story of a player's offensive contribution.